Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's vlog is a village Christmas special and we are making Christmas chinchin. These are some of the ingredients we used, though I did not get to show everything on camera. We had sugar, butter, 4 pint rubbers of all-purpose flour, nutmeg, milk, eggs, vanilla flavor, salt, and honestly a few others I can't even remember now. My sisters were prepping the other ingredients, breaking the eggs and other things to make the work easier because it was a collective effort to make this chinchin come to a reality. Then I was at the other end sieving the flour to remove dirt, and I was surprised the amount of dirt that came out, and I'm happy that I actually sieved and I went ahead to add all my dry ingredients. I started with my sugar, vanilla flavor, salt, nutmeg, and some things I can't remember anymore. But also all the things I used, I didn't do any measurements. I used my eye to measure the things that I needed, and everything went well. So I did not measure anything. I just used my eye to measure things that would be enough for the 4-pin rubber. I've actually not done this much before, but I've done 2-pin rubber. That's what we usually do. But this year, I decided to do 4-pin rubber, which was way too much. And thank God it actually came out so well. I went ahead to add my milk, my eggs, and I decided to mix it thoroughly to combine all the ingredients together. Still mixing and mixing again and again and again until everything was properly combined together. Then I went ahead to add my butter. I think I used 4 sachets, a bit up to 5 sachets of butter. The first I used 4. It was not enough, so I had to add extra. I think one of it is like 250 grams. I think so. I'm not really sure, but I used 5 of it. After that, I went ahead to add my water. Like I said before, no measurements was taken. I just used my eye to measure what would be enough. So I used water until I knew that it was okay for me. So if you do your own, you can decide to measure. But me, I did not measure anything. I'm not doing a tutorial. I'm just trying to show you how we did our Christmas changing. So I added water, and I decided to mix the dough very well. The dough was way too much for both of us to handle, so we had to take it to a nearby bread factory to help us mix it properly. And while we were waiting, we were gisting and laughing, and I think the dough might have been overmixed, but I'm not sure. I'm sure actually it was overmixed. So the next, when we're done, we brought it back, and I've actually not seen this kind of mixer before too. I was just staring, but my sister, this is what they used in their school, but I've actually not seen this type before. So we brought the dough back to the house. We started spreading it out. So since we don't have a rolling pin, we decided to use wine bottles instead. We were about 6 to 7 people spreading and cutting this dough. The work was way too much. I actually did not expect us to have this kind of workload. I was not prepared for it, so it was way too much for us. So we had to ask for extra hands. So some people were at the other side, which I did not video. We were cutting, spreading, some were frying, and yeah, that was how we did everything. It was a collective effort. The house was full, so everybody contributed, down to the least person in the house. Everyone contributed to this chinchin. For some reason, I think I prefer to use wine bottles to spread out dough. I don't know. I've actually used a rolling pin before, but I think wine bottles are way easier for me. But that is just me. I did not say go and use it all, but I think wine bottles are way easier for me to use to roll than normal rolling pin. I don't know who else is like me, but that's what I prefer. And we had a lot of wine bottles, so we just watched few and decided to use. So we're just cutting. We were not sure of the size we want, so we're cutting different sizes at first before we settled for a particular size. So by the time we were ready to fry, it was already late at night. Everyone was exhausted, so we had to use the biggest frying pan, and those kind of frying pan that doesn't fit on a gas burner. So we made firewood outside to make the work easier, so that a lot can go into the frying pan at once and it will be faster for us. But unfortunately, I forgot to vlog the process, and actually I was angry. As you can see here, it was already very late at night. I think it was almost 11 p.m. at this time. So we decided to make fire. Then I went ahead to put my frying pan. Then somebody was flashing. You can see the reflection of the light, so the light couldn't get to this side. So I went ahead to arrange my firewood so that the fire won't burn to one side alone. Then I went ahead to jack my oil, which was very heavy. I was surprised the way I even carried this oil. So I went ahead to add my oil, and I waited for it to heat up a bit. And this was where I stopped vlogging, and I was actually very tired, so I didn't even remember I was vlogging anymore. I think my battery was low, so this was the last clip I had. And yeah, so that was it. And so this was the only clip of the finished chin chin that I have, but trust me, it came out really well. So imagine the amount of work that went into this. We used 4 paint rubbers of flour. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my video. Bye. I'll see you in the next vlog.